Now,
Alright, now that we've got the 4 clips out, all the way around, 4 keepers, we're going to go ahead and take out this U-joint. What I like to do is use a larger socket, that way I'm able to drive this out. I'm going to set that on the bottom. You notice that I'm on cement here. I'm going to get up here and get it between my legs and get a good place to strike. What I've done is I've used an impact socket. You can use anything that will fit in that hole. You're going to take a hammer and you're just going to strike this as hard as you can. And what we're doing is we're moving this U-joint out. As you can see how it keeps continuing to come out. Well, we want to drop that inside of this. We don't want that cap on here. So we can take that cap off now. And we're going to have to realign this side. Then we're going to turn it over. We're going to drive it back out the opposite way. Until the other cap comes off. I like to do this yoke end first. The part that goes to the drive shaft or to the rear end first. Just makes things a little easier. Almost. Now we have both caps off. All you do is just twist this and it'll come right off. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing to the drive shaft side. Hit it hard, get the cap out, center it back up. Make sure it's going back in there and into the other end of this nice and straight. And sometimes you might have to mess with it to line it up, but once it gets started it should go right back on through. Almost. Now it's out. Okay, the old universal joint is out, and we have the new one prepped and ready to install. So with that said, I'll grab it. And we're going to install it. What we want to do is you want to make sure that these needle bearings inside of here stay right where they are on the side of the cap at all times. If any of those fall inward, you're going to have to take a screwdriver and stand them back up. But here's how we're going to do this. We're going to very carefully take the two opposite ends out. We're going to place those in the ends. Like so. Then we're going to take this, oops, we'll do it like this. We've got to get this to slide in now so it fits inside this cup without messing up our needle bearings. Okay? And what we're going to do is just kind of tap this in a little bit. Make sure that we're good to go. And then we're going to set this one in and slide this like halfway to where you can feel like it's in both of them. All right. Then I use a C-clamp. That way I get nice and square on it. I just check and make sure that I'm still in, that my needle bearings are still lined up. So I try to keep that in the middle as much as possible. I'm going to rotate this back around so it bites on its own here. And that's about all the farther it's going to go by hand. So what we want to do here is I'm going to turn this socket over and give me something to set this on. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm in my needle bearings and they haven't moved. And I'm going to gently tap these down. Make sure that my needle bearings are still centered.